What is going on, guys? Today we are looking at Eric Cantona, FUT birthday icon, a 5-star, 94 rated, 6'2", obviously striker or centre forward, and this guy looks magnificent. A brilliant card. Obviously just a 1 upgrade, but now instead of the 5-star, 4-star, we are now looking at a 5-star, 5-star. In terms of the upgrades between him, he has only had a +1 on his physical and +2 on his passing. So not really too much there, but the 5-star, 5-star, never underestimate how much of a value that will add. He's still got finesse, flair, power header outside of the foot as all of his traits, and in standard, in terms of actually the attributes on his card, they are the same as his prime. 2 on the passing, 1 on the physical. It's not going to do anything really. It literally is a straight 2 up on everything on passing, 1 up on everything on physical. There is nothing to it other than that. The chem style you're going to go for, one vote has said Hunter, which to be honest is probably a fair analogy, to be fair to him. I think engine is what everybody went for before. The balance, I could see it. If you're going to play him in more of a cam centre forward role, engine would be really nice. If you did go all out Hunter for him, that's just going to be an absolutely filthy card. Everybody would go that 97 pace, 97 shooting. That'd be unreal, like genuinely unreal. But this card is storming out the gates. He's currently coming in as a first price 7.3 mil. I can imagine that will drop heavily depending on obviously the distribution of the card. The actual pack weight of him will depend on how expensive he is. So we're going to jump straight into him. I'm expecting big things. Right-footed, 5'5". Let's see if Cantona is worth the price. Are you tired of using players like this? I would much rather have teams more like this. Then I recommend going over to skycoach.gg for all of your coaching and coins needs. They are cheap, fast and reliable, but at the checkout make sure you are using code JT11 for a discount on your orders. Back to the video. Cantona running through the centre, gets a good first touch and he's gonna be beaten there. It's an interesting one to see how his running's like. Obviously in terms of the player, he's normally a very powerhouse sort of mentality. He's not necessarily literally like, as we said, the through ball and run. Oh, we've hit the crossbar on the first attempt. He's normally get the ball to him. He's good at the dribbling. For somebody who's, what, 6'2", 6'3", a very good dribbler on the ball. And that is his strength, really. There it is. Oh, perfect. If you can get him hit. Oh, no, the keeper's out. Oh, he's nearly managed the strength of him. I didn't expect the keeper to be so far out already, so we've got to keep note on that one. But an easy play through with that centre forward role there. Would maybe kind of tie him up in the centre a little bit more, as I do feel like if we are playing someone like a Vinny, obviously an Eto who's in this team, as the kind of forward man, I would much prefer him to be on this kind of this centre forward role here, and Cantona to be dead centre as we try and find something here. And the one thing with Cantona as well, as we kind of saw a little bit there, he does like to win the ball back as well, and that's, I'll absolutely take it. I will take any striker that can actually win ball back as well. Always run off him nicely. Oh, that's a good first touch. Second one brings it away. We're not going to go all blazing with him. Try a bit of, well, we tried a rainbow flick that got us nowhere. There it is. One more for Cantona. Take a good first touch. Take a good right foot, and he buries it in the bottom left. Good tussle from him. Why did he fall over as well? We know he's, I was going to say, I know he's going to go back to that player. Play the second guess. But very nice. He nearly managed to. It's twice now he's had the gamble and he's been very unlucky not to win that second ball and basically be either through on goal or an open goal from that first attempt. As we find him here, he needs the run off Diaby. Instead he's going behind him. Oh, there it is. Straight through. Double ball roll. I thought the keeper was out and we screw it. We absolutely screw it. I thought the keeper was going to come out all the way. It's very weird mentality at the minute. You don't get where he's actually going to go with it. We can't change player, but he does manage to win the header. But the finishing on him is absolutely fantastic. That already is something we knew that was going to be brilliant. Obviously has got that weak foot as well, which is perfect. Wins it back. Can we get the little seconds? Little seconds. Obviously a big man to be dribbling round if we can. Win the corner at the very minimum. That's perfect. But why is he taking the corner, actually? We're going to see if we can get a bit of 1-2 magic here. Bring it inside. Try... Ooh. Not quite try and get back, but we do manage to win it back. There it is. Keeper's out. Don't know why. And Cantona buries the second instead. Oh, it's a great ball. It's a great header. Just needed a bit more loop. Little cheeky 1-2. Gives him all the space in the world, but Saliba with a beautiful challenge. Little 1-2, a give and go is going to be his best friend. Walker, we're going to change him into the centre because I feel like that, personally, that would be where I'd put him. In terms of like centre forward wing style, like this formation showing, I like him somewhat, but he's definitely more of a centre sort of player because we know he's got that pace to kind of be on the centre as well as the strength. Looking for a little bit of a cheesy goal there if we could, but most definitely he's going to be more useful down the middle rather than necessarily trying to almost play a wing role. Lovely little bit of skill, finds the chop, finds the left foot, and it's an absolute finish. That is what we want from Cantona, absolute baller. Hold and play up nicely, little spin. Can we find the through ball over there? That's a bit too much. Far too much. We was going on the spin, had a first good touch out, but then it was personally my... seconds. Oh, he's moved the keeper. Nearly didn't matter. That is a duly noted right there. But we already saw him winning the ball back is... What on earth is that? I just wanted it back to Cantona. But in terms of kind of ability-wise, that second kind of through ball was more my fault rather than necessarily Cantona's. I'd given him a bad choice in what he could actually do there. But in terms of winning the ball back, that's a perfect example. Little 1-2 with Cantona if he can. He's going to find him out wide. Like I say, in terms of the front player, I like him in that position because I just feel like the strength element of him and almost what he can do on the ball is going to be what you need up front. If you're not necessarily going the Mbappe route, Cruyff, R9, the very quick, agile sort of strikers, Cantona's that hold-up player. Still got the pace, most definitely. If you go with a Hunter, 97 pace, even though it will feel slower, 97 pace, than somebody who's obviously 5'8", has the agile, lean build. But most definitely will be able to hold the ball up as well. And that is a category in itself that is a wonderful element of a striker. We can put it into feet. We can have all of these players going off him and winning fouls left, right and centre because they're going to have to. They're not going to be able to take the ball off him if you are doing it smartly, and most definitely will win stuff in the air. We've got a perfect position here, and that's him. That is exactly what Cantona can do. You learn your game style around him, he will be a very, very effective striker. And of course he will be, because his prime card is still fantastic. Adding a 5-star to him, as well as a little bit of an upgrade. Nothing crazy, but just a little bit of an upgrade is still going to be as good as the prime. And we know Cantona is a top prime icon. There he is at back post. He managed to get the header over Roberto Carlos. Obviously, in terms of a bit of a height difference, I'd expect it. But unfortunately, doesn't challenge the goalkeeper. But again, gets himself in the way. Another shot on target at the very minimum that can trouble the keeper at times. So then going into the overall form then, what is he coming in at? 7.3 to 7.2, so holding a good amount of price. In terms of the others, 5.95 for Puskás, 3.4 for Best, 8.57 for Matthias. Beautiful card. Rush 320. So to be honest, 11.9 mil for Jairzinho, looking absolutely fantastic as always. But in terms of Cantona, the price is really, well, actually, in fact, actually, a lot of them for birthdays. Even Muller coming in at 100k already. That just shows you the sheer amount of packs that have been opened already. Cantona is always going to be a number one. His prime is 2 million. So I'm interested, where did the team of the years come in at? Because they're going to be the big comparison of what longevity of does. Because obviously they didn't have a massive pack weight either. So if we look at team of the year icons, 1.2, 4.9. So to be honest, they did hold quite a heavy price. Obviously Hullet and Ronaldinho still coming in extinct every now and then. So to be honest, if he doesn't drop loads, he more than likely will still stay at a very high price. I would like to think he's sub 5 mil, probably 4 to 5 mil, I'd say, if I'm really just spitballing a number. That most definitely is just a stab in the dark, knowing that his prime is 2 mil. Adding the 5-star is always going to be nice. There's nothing too much on the upgrade, so I'm thinking how much is an extra skill move to max him out worth in terms of a transfer market. Obviously, the supply will be the massive one that will heavily in kind of... fluctuate the price as such. If there's loads on the market, then obviously it goes down. If it's very much scrapes and you can't find him at all, then he's going to stay at a very high price. Hunter could be the shout, to be honest. If you wanted to go for the 97.97, that's going to be brilliant for him. Like I say, in terms of his hold-up play, he's fantastic at that. He's got a great shot on him. His pace is still decent. He's got a good wiggle on the ball as well. And then also he has obviously got that strength element of him as well. Plus the 5-star, 5-star now. If you want to carry on with what the engine did for the Prime, again, he's still got fantastic shooting. So he will just get an extra boost on that agility balance. Still getting a bit more pace, as well as pretty much maxing out a lot of his passing as well. Depending on how you want to use him. If I was going for a striker element, I'd probably go Hunter, but engine does seem the far better one to go with. We've only got 3 votes at the moment, so there's no real test there. Engine probably would be my more favoured card, as I think it does link to a lot of his positions that he can play. Cam, centre forward, striker, he'd do it all. A 10 out of 10 player so far. Let me know down below if there's anybody else you'd like to see. We're trying to get through all the icons, so stay tuned for all of that, and I'll catch you all for the next one. Check the video on screen. It's been picked for you. Peace.